actually, it's not number 3. I can count today. I swear. I swear I'm good with numbers. No, I'm not.
Counting's hard.
It is really hard. I remember as a little kid, I tried to use an abacus to do math, and I could not understand how the abacus worked.
Those things still exist?
I'm pretty sure that they do, but nowadays it's either you just use your phone or you just count your fingers and toes.
I was about to say, like, there's an app for that. There's probably an abacus app.
Oh, there must be totally an abacus app. But hi everybody, Lilin episode 3 is finally here.
Gotta add that in post.
Definitely gotta add that in post. If you may not be aware, my name is Dagger100, also known as Wolfden Stories, and I am joined once again by the very lovely and also very devilish Maganda Marie.
Hi-yo.
Now, I don't know why the heck you're here. I have no idea who you play on this show. I don't know what you do on this show, but you're here for a reason, so...
I'm actually the janitor.
Oh, you're the janitor? Oh, wait, great, because we were just talking about a really bad altercation in the bathroom, and that needs to get taken care of right now. There's the
Oh, man, I'm off the clock.
What? What about overtime? I can offer you overtime.
I don't know, man. Now we got this. I'm playing Lilin. Of course I am.
Yeah, and you're also the character designer, because I don't trust myself with character design.
I think it's a good collab. We're collaborating with this.
Yeah, and yeah, well, we're also like co-creators. Because essentially that's how it happened. Like, I just made this character, and you're like, that's cool, but no stockings with open-toed shoes. And then the rest was history.
Those days, those early days.
Those early days. It's like, I
rough.
remember, like, it was yesterday, and it was just a year ago.
Oh yeah, it was just a year ago.
It feels like it was so long ago, especially like when you look at how old Lily looks as opposed to new Lily. It's like, what the heck?
I think I've seen it on the YouTubes. It was either 2019 or 2020.
Yeah.
When we came out with the very first episode.
Yeah, actually it was 2021.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like April. Yeah, I think actually no, was it? It was like March.
I have it on my website.
Yeah, oh, I remember that was when you were asking to put it up, and you're like, it's not working. It's because of the 18+, and I'm like, I will fix it.
But now we're on to the newest episode. Isn't that amazing?
We're on the newest one. It's like, holy crap, like 3 episodes in the course of like a month. Yeah, it's about a month, maybe a little over a month.
I mean, you've been hardcore charging with all these scripts and stuff.
I have really like buckled down because if I show you my iPad, what happened was like I wrote the first episode, and then when I was waiting for voice lines, I went crazy. And in my little nook corner in my office where I do dental business things, I'm sitting there and I'm typing away, and I remember I messaged you about like a week or so. I think either a week of you giving me stuff or a week after you gave me stuff, and I'm like, yeah, so I wrote out 5 episode outlines.
Yeah, I was just trying to ask you a question or something, and you answered it, and then you're like, by the way, these 5 episodes are done. I'm like, what? We just finished episode number 2. What are you talking about?
And then like fast forward to now, I have many episode outlines done, and I think I have 4 episodes completely written up. They still need to be fine-tuned, but I am really going balls to the wall on this. I'm super excited for this story, and I'm super excited to get into the meat of the narrative.
It's a very, very fun thing to do, honestly. This is like one of my fun projects. I love it.
I hope you love it. I hope it's fun.
Sorry, I'm drinking water, so if my mouth makes a little fart noise, that's my glass, I promise.
Oh, it's fine. I already drank all of I was gonna save my beverage, and then I ended up drinking it. I made Bigelow brand red raspberry herbal tea, and it was certainly raspberry. It was so good.
It sounds like the worst commercial for the tea ever. Like,
Bigelow Red Raspberry Tea, the tea that your tea should taste like. But yes, now, going back to the first couple episodes, we had more of an erotic horror thing going on. While episode 3 isn't necessarily erotic horror, there's still some drama that's kind of pushing towards horror, but it doesn't really go that far. This one has a much different tone than episode 1 and 2 does. And also, when we get to the very end of the episode, Lily says a line that has to do with the concept of faith, sin, and the state of grace. So we're going into different territory here, which also leads into the comments from Douglas Stewart yet again, leaving another good comment where it's like, Dagger's, I'm convinced Dagger's favorite food is pretzels, because no man could twist his story around so much.
But pretzels are delicious, so you know he likes it.
Pretzels are so delicious, especially when you do the pretzel and then you get a sick raging storm. That's what we need to do. What we gotta do one time is like get on remote play with Steam, and I gotta teach you King of Fighters so you can do the pretzel.
Oh god. You're gonna notice real fast. I am terrible at fighting games.
That's fine. We'll start you off with like King of Fighters 98, or we could just. Although King of Fighters 15 isn't that hard to pick up. It's actually pretty good. But yes, without further ado, what we're gonna do like we did last time. And if you haven't seen episodes 1 and 2 of Lily, go watch them now. And if you haven't seen our commentary for episodes 1 and 2, definitely check that out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch episode 3, and then we're gonna comment over it, and we're gonna give our stories about the making of this episode, because a lot of stuff went into making this episode. Not just the writing, not just character design, but oh geez, posing the models. This one was the toughest so far.
I bet.
This one was the toughest so far when it came to posing models and setting up the splash pages. But we hit those scenes, you'll know what I'm talking about. But oh geez, many hours and many nights I spent not necessarily bashing my head against my desk, but more like, this isn't working, this isn't working. Wait, I can make it work, I can make it work. So here we go. Lilin, episode 3. So far it's my favorite episode.
Probably because it's the best, like, what is it when you dig into the character for the story? Like,
oh yeah, it's like deepening the character. Like we're getting into legit character arcs now.
Hooray!
Hot damn, this is gonna be one hell of a time.
This is a hootenanny. Okay, let's start this.
Alright, so here we go.
Man, heartbeats always get me.
I think
so scary.
I think I made this intro a little bit more spookier than it should be.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's spooky. Maybe the heart was like really prominent.
Yeah,
but I think it's just me, honestly. I think it's just me.
I think I might have made it a little too loud.
Oh.
I was like, I want to get him, he's focusing. It's so quiet in the dojo, you just hear his heartbeat, and that's really it. It's another nice day. It sure is.
It's starting to look more like a, I don't know, like a proper dating sim with these backgrounds.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, Lily, hey there. What's up?
You big liar.
Huh?
You said you didn't have
She looks so cash in this outfit.
Anyway.
It's like, I know I said in the last commentary.
I wasn't
really
lying. I didn't have practice today. I just wanted to get some exercise.
But something about the black jacket with the blue jeans combo is really
If
good.
you're not answering
I actually like own this outfit too.
You're
Oh,
not a
hey,
hard guy
perfect.
to figure
It's
out.
like one of my more casual outfits
You
for
were
fall.
texting me?
Simply because you shouldn't wear leather in like weather.
Oh, yeah.
You seriously got
If it wasn't for the
dressed
fact that
just
she's
to
like a
exercise?
succubus, she'd be sweating like a normal
You ever
human.
heard
Just
of jogging,
ugh.
taking a walk? You know, exercising like a normal person?
I'm so glad we found outfits for him though. That was the hardest part, I think,
don't
was trying to find male outfits.
As long as
It
I get to
was
focus on swinging my
definitely
sword,
the hardest
stay
part
centered.
with making Rio, because
Not just
we
say that.
had we didn't get into
What?
like
It's true.
The character creation.
Call me
Yeah,
a
that
dork
one was
because
tough
I
just
play
because
video
it's
games
like-
a lot.
we
Look
want
at
him to be
you.
prim and proper because he's a
The
proper
most
dude,
honorable
and
sort
he's
to take
very
you,
shy.
Sama.
But we also don't
Forsakes a
want to
life
make him
of
look
love to
dorky.
study the
But
ways
then at
of
the
the
same
blade.
time, when we're picking out
Out the
vests, we were
way.
picking out nice
Knock it
shirts,
off.
this kind of
My
thing.
future
It's
in this
just-
school rides
it
on
was
the
not
way
fitting
of
his
the
body
blade,
type,
so
it was
I
not
have to
fitting his
stay
face,
focused.
It wasn't fitting
That
the
scholarship is
attitude.
giving me a free ride.
And like, I sent you a lot of photos of like Korean manhwa, like male love interest kind of pictures of like guys dressed like,
Tournaments are coming up
like
and
they're
they-
dressed smart but very casual. Like I kept sending you that
One of
stuff,
them.
and you were like, I don't know if the
You're gonna
program
do
has all of
great.
that.
I
And
know
I
you
felt
will.
so bad. I was
Don't
like, I'm
stand
so
a
sorry
chance
then.
against
Well,
me.
it's nothing to do with you. It's
Nah,
illusion.
there's
I would just have
plenty of
to
guys out there
fly
that are
over to
way
their
better
offices
than
and
me.
be like, "Yo, update
I
this
just don't want to
game,
lose so
or
early.
I will have to
If I can make it to
get
the second round,
modders
that's good enough for me.
to mod them in
I want to
4D."
make everyone proud of me.
I wonder which shrine did
I'm
you?
proud of you.
What picture
Well,
is
you're
this, by the way?
biased, so-
This is like
Just-
an actual. This is
Is that a
actual
bad thing?
dojo. So it
Oh,
works.
okay.
Not one bit.
Because like
Thanks, though.
I was looking at
That's
Japanese
seriously
universities
real.
because
You have to take a
definitely
break once in a
there's
while.
dojos
You're
at the
gonna burn
university when it comes
yourself
to
out if
aikido,
kendo is the only thing
kempo,
on your mind.
Mhm.
You
karate,
need to
or
take some time to
or
have some
kendo.
fun.
So
Yeah,
I tried to
guess you're
find
right.
one at a
do have to
university, but I couldn't
relax,
find
huh?
it. But yeah,
Maybe
this
instead of
is
focusing
this
on
is
my
a
footwork, I could try a few new
kendo
strikes and-
dojo.
That's
No,
perfect.
No kendo. I mean,
And then I just
actually relax.
put a filter
Like,
on the back
go
to make it look
shopping or
less
Go
realistic
somewhere
and
cool
more
in the city.
with like that visual
Oh,
novel
yeah,
kind
there's
of like
that
airbrush
too.
tone to it.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that?
I like Rio's eyes.
How about you and I go to the city
I
together?
love those little
I
the
know a lot of
cartoony
really
eyes that
cool
you put on
places to
characters.
take you.
It
Ugh,
actually works
so
for
good.
him because
You?
he's just such a silly guy.
Yeah. How you doing Sunday? If you're free,
It's the
Why
don't we
Pikachu
go?
face, basically.
I don't think.
Oh
got
yeah, when
anything
I
going on.
wasn't originally gonna do Rio,
to
but then I
practice
said,
some more
Please?
I kind of feel a
You
push
even
to
said that
do
you have
his
to
voice.
relax.
I had to record
Come on,
all of his
Rio.
dialogue twice.
What happened the first time?
The first time.
Yeah, I did say that, didn't I? Okay, then.
I was really
do it.
self-conscious because I
Awesome.
did show in episode
It's
1
gonna
and
be
2,
great.
and I really
Don't you
tried not
worry
to sound
about
like
a
show.
thing. I'll get a list
Okay,
of
okay.
I tried to
places,
deepen
and we'll
my
hit
voice
every
just a
single one of
little
them.
bit, but I went too deep.
You're really excited about
So
this,
when I
aren't
was
you?
doing Rio's
I'll be looking forward
lines,
to it.
I wasn't
It's a
acting
date
them. I was
then.
actually just reading them.
Oh no!
Oh,
We were like, our date.
You mean
You're like, you were just reading. Oh no!
pretty much that's how it sounded. 'Cause
What
I
do you
didn't,
think?
except I didn't think that's how it
Oh,
sounded. Because I
okay,
was like,
so,
so this part.
a real date then.
So like there, I
Is that a problem?
well, to me, I tried to
No,
exaggerate a little bit
I'd
more.
love to. I just thought you were.
But the way I read it was like,
As much as I
a
like
date.
you deserve a break.
And then I listened to it
I
back
gotta
as I'm
run,
sitting piecing
but
my
I'll text
audio,
you
and I'm
later.
like, this
See you Sunday,
sucks.
Rio.
This is so
Yeah.
bad.
I
See
mean,
you
this
then.
is a character that's going to come up a lot in the future, so it kind of makes sense for you to, you know, take those reins. For me, I was like, whoa, chest.
Ooh, collarbone.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought she had bunny ears for a minute.
I'm sure there's like bunny ear accessories. If I wanted,
Oh,
to give her, like,
yeah.
If I wanted to give her the stereotypical bunny outfit, I could.
You don't know how badly I'm like, man, I'm voicing these characters. I'm like, damn, I wish I had a bust like that.
Oh really?
Oh, cosplaying people with like large boobies. So hard. I would never be able to cosplay as Pink Lilin though, because that's a lot of body paint.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
This looks like it's from an anime almost. The image.
yeah, this is royalty free, copyright free city backgrounds.
Okay, good.
I didn't
Get
even have to
together.
edit it too
There's
much because it fit the
No reason to be so
the
nervous.
character
It's
tones
just her,
and the
that's all.
colors and the
No
shading.
big deal at all.
Yeah.
I'll be
Thank God for royalty free.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Look at them gams.
One day you're gonna one day you're gonna be able to animate like a full Sailor Moon transformation from her to look like the opposite Lilin.
I
Great.
am looking
Very
into
pretty. What's
the
achievement?
animation in the character
What are you
studio because I
talking
would
about?
really love to be able to
It's
animate
a date, silly.
important
A girl has
things,
to
like
look
in
nice
for
for her
important
date.
scenes.
Doesn't she?
How how hard would it be if we
wow,
change her
huh.
outfit like every
I
episode?
say, the dress is really something.
It wouldn't
And
be
you look-
that hard.
Comfortable.
Because I mean, I'm
Sorry.
sure like
I
you
don't
had,
really
because
have
I know
anything
you
flashy.
said you wished
I'm just happy you didn't
we
show up
could
in your
have her
costume.
dressed exactly like you
It's
do
a
in real life.
uniform.
Yeah.
But I think we might be able
Come
to
on.
do it.
Let's get this show on the road.
On my
I
newest
Lot to do today.
I I was thinking of like using her black jacket outfit for the next episode.
You said you had a whole list of things to do,
if
right?
you have an idea for
No, you can use it for the next episode. I just like one of my favorite outfits right now. I have a yellow beret, a black oversized sweatshirt with big bell sleeves, and like short black like shorts with a thigh belt that goes with it, and then black thigh highs. They're above the knee, and then some tennis shoes.
Ah, okay.
It's really cute. I love the outfit. I wore white hair with it though.
Oh, you know what? I think I saw that photo on Facebook, and I was like, oh.
Yep.
That's so cool.
I love that outfit.
I think I could try to do that.
We'll just have fun with it with every episode, probably.
Yeah, because like if you ever seen what was it? It was like Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Like friggin' Padme had a new dress and a new outfit every single time the camera made a jump cut.
Do you think like she's the type of person where when she's done with an outfit, they just burn it? She never has it again. They just make her a new one.
She wears it for a day and then she just donates it to like a thrift store and then she gets another outfit.
Some lucky person at a thrift store is just crapping themselves finding that.
Yeah, it's like someone just goes in there. It's like, oh my gosh, this costs $1,000 bajillion.
I've been
only selling it for $20. Hell yeah.
I've been in a Goodwill where like this lady, there's all the expensive stuff is like in the glass case. I've seen a lady like look in the glass case and just scream because there was like just a tiny little wallet that was Gucci in there.
Oh jeez, how much are you selling that for?
I don't know. It might not have been Gucci, but it was Coach. It was Coach. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, Coach is a pretty up there brand too.
It's not that expensive actually.
I heard, like Coach is like it's up there, but like I definitely know like Gucci's
up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
I actually have a Coach Spider-Man wallet.
Well, it's Spider-Man, so I'm okay for crossovers. Like when Naruto did their crossover with Adidas or something.
Oh,
man,
yeah.
I wanted that stuff so bad.
Oh, look at the happy couple.
Oh my god, is that Akihabara? No, it's not.
No, it's another city shot.
Yeah.
I know in the meme picture that I sent you, which I will send out when it's time for episode 5.
That one was Akihabara.
That was definitely Akihabara.
Every time I see like anything that has, I just wandered that street way too much.
You're like memories.
Yeah, I want to go back so bad.
I definitely want to visit at least once in my life. That would be sick.
It feels
Please
so
do.
Nice to have a day to ourselves.
They need the tourism
I
soon.
don't know about you, but
Actually,
if I had to work on one more
this
essay, I
background-
was gonna flip out.
Fine, it looks like.
Studying for all of my tests has been murder. I'm not looking forward to getting.
Nah, I can't place it. I thought real hard.
It's actually kind of fun.
That's because you're so good at it. I can't wrap my head around
I
it.
was thinking Shinjuku, but I don't think so.
offered to tutor you
Yeah,
in
it
my
might be
apartment,
Shinjuku inspired.
but you say no every
Yeah.
time.
I've told you being
Ew.
alone in a room.
Also,
weirds
like,
me
I don't know,
out.
you could say this is character
Besides,
development,
I'm lucky
or
enough to
it's
squeeze in
definitely a
an hour
throwback to
studying
episode
before bed.
1 and 2 when
Practice
Lily
with
was
the
like
team takes up a
struggling
lot of my
with
time.
math, and then she got better at it, and now she's really good at it.
Oh, you boys
I always
are
thought that she was just
sorts.
lying to
You're
them.
gonna be a regular Batara-san,
Like-
aren't ya?
It's like,
Kendo isn't
for
really
me
about sword
personally,
fighting. It's
I
about
wrote it in
fighting
such a
yourself,
way that it
appreciating
could
the world
be
around you and
that
striving for
she
peace and
sucked at
tranquility.
it, but then got better at it, or she
Sword fighting.
was straight up lying to Genji when that happened.
Yeah, but
So it could
no.
go
Yeah.
either way.
When me like
Yeah.
reading it, I was just
There.
like, this bitch is how
Yourself
old? She
enough.
knows her math. Come on.
Tell you what,
You don't
why
get
don't we try
this
studying
old
your
without
time?
knowing some math.
by yourself too, right?
2 + 2
It
equals
might be more
fish.
convenient for you if I drop by.
Yeah.
That's the same idea as with your place.
I did love like
What's
the
big
script
deal
for
about
this
being alone
episode.
with me in a room?
I
don't
I
know.
helped you
Alone with a girl,
with
She
a
sure
portion
did.
later on, but
Oh yeah.
Well,
I
you
So I
are
was
a
having a
weird
hell of a
guy.
time trying to make it
So it's fitting.
work.
think it was
Jeez,
just
thanks.
a feminine perspective. Why a female needs a date to go good. I don't want to like spoil anything, so I'm just like dancing around it.
That's
But-
alright. We'll get to that in like 20 minutes when it gets to that part.
I was happy about the whole arcade date thing though, because like that is the perfect date in my opinion. Is like a Japanese arcade. I love arcades.
Yeah, it's like when I was writing that she's a fighting game player, I'm like, okay, the first thing she's got to do is she's got to take him to the arcade and she's got to kick his ass in a fighting game.
Dude, when you do go, just watch the people who are in those arcades. They are so good. Like, between the music games, the fighting games, they're intense at what they do.
Oh, jeez.
I picture her just like that salary man who just one-hits people.
Oh, yeah. It's like, are you familiar with Evo?
What's that?
Evo is called Evolution. It's like the biggest fighting game tournament in America. It's at, I think it's in Vegas.
It sounds familiar.
There was one year. I'll have to send you the clip. It is called Evo Moment number 37, and two guys were playing Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And I won't spoil what happens because I don't think you've ever seen it before.
And
but
here
it
we
is
are.
the sickest way to win a fight
This is my favorite
ever.
arcade.
Oh.
Ooh, I haven't been to this one before.
The victor,
Looks really
who is
cool.
called Daigo
What kinds of games are here?
Lily would
You
definitely
name
be
it,
Daigo.
it has it. Fighters, dancing, light gun games.
And for people in the
it's got
comments,
it
Lily
all.
would be able to
Get
do
the
the
lead
Daigo
out.
parry,
Let's
no
play.
problem.
And I
What's gonna happen? What's
am
gonna
useless
happen?
in fighting games. Look at
Oh, watch it. Watch it.
for this part. I was
Your arm's
wondering
gonna
if you
break.
were going to add
Here's
like
the big one.
fighting sound effects, and then I was like, "There's oh well, you did that one." But I was like, "There's no way. Some of those would be so copyrighted."
Yeah,
Like-
I was gonna
So easy to
have
hit.
King of
There's some
Fighters sound
combos,
effects, but I'm
dude.
like,
I know.
Yeah.
so I
My
just stuck with
buddy,
my
dude.
royalty-free
Tell you what.
punch sound effects.
You beat me this next round.
Oh, I
I'll
like
give
her-
you a
her
special
cat mouth
reward.
here.
It's so
Bye.
cute.
I'll buy lunch.
You know what? You're on. I know a cafe with great sandwiches, and they're a little pricey.
Yeah, okay.
I like her
Just
pose.
don't cry when you lose them.
Some Dragon Ball Z shit.
Right now,
The Ginyu Force up in here.
Oh, yup.
those are some cool combos, Rio.
Posing her in those
mean, like, this one?
combat poses were so much fun. Because I'm like, she's such a dork and I love it.
Just imagine though, like the way she was posing.
Huh?
The guy on the other side of the arcade probably got a
How did
good
you do
show.
He probably did. He's like,
Kidding me?
oh.
I'm out just like that?
But no, he's dedicated
you
to his
did the
craft. He's got no
pretzel?
time for
So-
upskirt shots.
How about lunch?
Hold
This is the
You
moment
just hustled me, didn't
where
you?
she started to feel really
Is that what they
strange
call it?
about Rio.
Well,
Because
Nuh-uh.
if you're a
No
fighting game
way.
player
You don't
and
trick
this
a girl
dude
like that.
that
You
you're
get
just
nothing.
kind of sort of maybe be
Ah,
interested
now
in,
who's the salty
kicks your
one?
butt and
It's
does the
so
pretzel
tasty.
motion. That's
yeah, well,
love right
fuck
there.
you too.
Lily, such language. You kiss your mom in that mouth?
Oh, I mean, shoot.
I like that where she loses her
I'm
cool and she
sorry.
swears.
I didn't mean
and
to.
she doesn't realize it until he's like, oh,
that's
hey, why'd you
fine.
swear at me? She's
I've
like,
heard bad words before.
I remember reading the script
Hey,
with
so
you,
what
and it
did
was
that
just
here?
so.
You said
It
there's
just
light
came
in
out of
that.
me too.
Yeah,
It was
what
like,
does
oh,
that?
that's exactly what I would have said too. Like, fuck you
Yeah.
too.
Hey, got it.
I really wanted to
Follow me.
make the dialogue between the two of them just very, very natural.
Oh, kawaii. I want one of those T-Rexes so bad. I actually have a pink T-Rex that I won in Japan, and you can like fit stuff in the mouth. Like you can feed
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah. I
jeez.
I also won a giant eel to send to my sister who has a daughter, and my sister wants to try the mayo, Kewpie mayo, so I filled the mouth full of Kewpie mayo and other snacks.
Oh,
So my
that's
sister
awesome.
gave the eel to her daughter, and her daughter starts flinging it around, and like mayo's flying out of the eel. Sorry.
Auntie Maganda is best auntie.
My sister was so confused.
The last time I went to an arcade, this wasn't too long ago. I went to an arcade on Long Island. It's called Round One. And
I love
they
Round
had
One.
they had these UFO catchers there, and I got to be a hero.
T-pose there.
T-pose, he's T-posing for dominance.
It should have been a slow zoom in, like with ominous music.
Just the Jaws theme.
Anyways, yeah, you're at round one.
Yeah, I was at round
I hope I
one,
didn't go
and
too far with you.
my date there
Oh, no,
was
you're
looking at
fine.
this Japanese pencil
I was
case.
just looking at the UFO
And
catcher over
she
there.
watches my
Do you want one
videos
of
all
those
the time.
prizes?
She's always
I can try to
commenting,
win one
so
for
she
you.
knows who she is.
No,
But
that's
she's
okay.
like, this thing is so
Come on,
cool, but
let's
I'm
go
not gonna
shoot
waste my
stuff.
credits because I'm not gonna be able to get it. Sick transition from part A to part B.
Like a proper anime. What sweet jazz music. Is it jazz?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like a jazzy 80s kind of thing, which
Yeah.
I dig. But she really
That
wanted
place
this
is
pencil case.
awesome.
She tried to
I'm
win
gonna
it
have to go
once,
back there
couldn't
again.
get it. So then I
Don't
stepped
forget
in to
to bring
do
me
it,
with
and it's the
you.
kind of game where it's
Yeah, for
like
sure.
the prizes.
I know
are on
you
a
always said
conveyor
you
belt.
loved video games, but I
Ooh,
didn't think
okay,
you so
okay.
You
good
have
at them.
to hit the button to start it, and then there's like this
Hey,
ray of
you
light
know,
that's
girls can
shining.
be great at games
It's
too.
crossing all
We're
these
not a
different
rare
conveyor belts with
species.
different prizes so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To hit the
You know,
button
a
at
lot of
just the
girls
right
play video
moment
games
to
too.
stop that ray of
We're
light on the
not a
prize
rare
that you want.
species.
And the one thing she was looking at was a little
Leo.
pencil case
When we're done eating here,
of a Japanese
why don't
character. I'm
you
not
and
sure
I
what
head
it
to our
was,
next activity.
but it was like
Sure.
one
What place did you have in mind?
conveyor belt
There's a club I've
push
always wanted
away
to hit
from
up.
getting the prize.
I
I hit
wish
the
I
button.
had
I'm
someone
looking
to go
at it.
with
I'm watching.
me.
I'm watching. I'm
Would you
watching.
like
I'm
to check
watching.
it out?
Lose
What
track
kind
of
of
what
club?
I'm looking at.
A dance club.
I feel something in my
Dan-
heart. I
dancing?
hit the
Oh,
button,
I
and then I
don't
won the
know.
prize.
Heyo.
What's
So
wrong?
I'm like,
That's
I am
the-
the
You don't like
best.
dancing?
That's the
I
magic
don't
of the
mind
claw
it, but
machines.
I'm
It-
not really good
And then I
at it.
never touched it again. I'm like, I'm never gonna be able to do that again.
So?
That's a good thing about Japanese UFO machines and all those ones. A lot of them are skill.
And you
That one you
remember
played,
Maganda to you.
you can still
That's
technically
got
win
a
at,
lot
but
of
you know,
power,
it can be
doesn't it?
luck.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yeah.
That's not really dancing.
But American claw machines are like all payout. I hate
You're
them
not
so
finding
much.
yourself.
Yeah.
I never play
Appreciating
American
the
claw
world
machines
around
or
you
UK
and
claw machines. I've been to the
striving
UK
for
too. They have the same things.
They just
All
like grease
payout.
the cloggers. They just
Come
grease the
on,
claw or
don't
something.
get stick in the mud.
No, the claw has
Dancing's
basically what
great,
payout is
especially
it
with
once you
someone
reach a
who
certain amount of money input into the machine, then the claw will actually grip 100%. Until
Oh.
then, they can program it to grip like 10%. That's why it always drops.
do it for
Oh, that
me.
sucks.
And in some countries and states, there is no limit to how much the payout has to be. So you could set payout to be like $3,000 if you really wanted to in those states. Most places they
Yeah.
haven't limited, but
Yeah, at least with Japanese like crane games, it takes skill and it just takes, you know, it's skill and luck.
also you can also ask for help if you know you're really struggling, and they'll come over and set it up so it's a little easier for you.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, it was funny because now we're in the dance club.
Heck
Um,
yeah.
I was sending you promotional shots of showing how Lily dances in a little bit, and that image I sent you, you're like, oh, what club is
Look
this?
what
Is this
I
real?
got.
That was
I got us some
actually,
drinks.
that test shot was from a real
Hope you're
Japanese
thirsty.
dance club, and
Oh, great,
oh
thanks.
boy, what a
Hang on.
name for that dance club.
What kind of
What is it? What is it?
It was called
What do you
Woo.
mean? What kind of drink? Rum and cola for you.
And I'm like, that's
Vodka and
dirty.
cranberry juice.
That's the one thing I really wish I got to do when I was there was go to a dance club.
So,
And you know what I'm gonna do when I get there? I'm gonna go to Woo.
You don't want it?
I'm gonna go to the womb.
You're gonna get right in there.
Right in between. I'm just kidding. I won't say anymore.
Oh god.
Much?
And the womb is in between the fallopian cafe and the fallopian book shop.
said not to go.
Real,
Just
real
get in there
Rio.
real deep.
What am I gonna do with you? That's fine though.
Also,
More
Lily's
for me.
favorite drink of choice
You're
is
gonna
my
drink
drink
both
of
of them?
choice.
Well,
How
yeah,
dare.
And
I'm not
cranberry
gonna let these
juice.
go to waste.
You could have done well. Yours is yeah, yours is a lot easier to put into a script.
next
Whenever I
one.
tell people my favorite drinks, I have to like explain what they are.
Oh man, look at those eyes.
I love those eyes.
I,
Pink.
I also
hit
like
the
giving her the
spot.
little drunk blushy
I'm
across
all
her
warm and
nose.
fuzzy.
Are you okay, Lily?
I'm great.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did
wow.
a really good job
That
being
was pretty
buzzed, Lily.
strong stuff.
There was a part of me I was hoping when you would do the like, I'm great. I was hoping you'd put like 2 thumbs up. Like I do that a lot when I'm drunk. I feel like I'm
I've been
good.
having a great
Do
time,
like the
too.
2 thumbs
I
up.
never would have gone to any of these places by myself. It feels so weird, but. I
And
like
yes, if anyone hasn't noticed, they are in college age right now. Yes, yes.
Yes, they are.
Yes, okay, good. Though I think in Japan, I think the drinking just
I love
18 or
that. And
20?
Don't get me wrong. I like this club's atmosphere
It's
too.
one of those.
I'm used to
yeah,
things
it's young.
being
It's younger. It's younger than America. Most countries are
I just wanna
younger
get
than
wrapped up and all,
America.
it's not good at it.
Yeah, a bit of my. I put a bit of myself into
Nah, I
Rio's
doubt it.
character because while I like watching people dance, and while I kind of like moving and grooving just a little bit, I suck at dancing.
I'm the type of person I've always told people, I'm like, I'm not good at dancing either. And then like drag them out there. And then like 10 minutes in, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're really good. I'm like, I just wanted you out here, sucker.
Oh, so so it was easy acting like that when you were doing Lily.
Yeah, pretty much. There's a lot of me in Lily. That sounds gross.
Well, I know what you meant, but since you already went there.
I was waiting for a time when we were outside of school. Rio,
Also,
I like you.
whisper, whisper.
Really?
Also, in real life situation, you would not be able to hear anyone whispering in your ear inside of a club.
No,
And
but Lily's got them
You don't
succubus
judge me
powers.
as
She
such a
can
nerdy
do anything she
Or
wants to
from
get in
slamming
someone's
down
ear and someone's mind.
It's actually just right into his mind. She didn't even make it.
It was telepathic. Also, I'm gonna pause it here just for a second. Now,
Pause.
when I was writing this, yeah, you know where I'm going with this. There's a bit. Well, yeah, we just passed it. Lily comes back with some drinks, and Rio's like, "No, I don't want to drink that. I'm straight edge." What happened was I wrote in the script like, "Oh, Lily gets some drinks and gets some snacks," and then we're doing the run through, and then you say, "What kind of club is this where there would be snacks?" And I'm like, why wouldn't there be snacks? And you're like, have you ever been to a club before? And then I said, does going to a dance club at an anime convention count? And you're like, no. And I'm like, okay.
I was like, I mean, if this is a bar, they might have some snacks, but I've never been to a club that had like snacks, you know?
Yeah. So then
Like-
I quickly changed that to just drinks.
I mean, like, they honestly maybe should have some snacks for those people who don't like dancing. Just, you know, chill out. They might have snacks in the VIP area. You never know.
Yeah, they probably do. Like,
I've never been good enough to go in those places.
I've
One
liked
day.
it for a while too.
I
I've
had
been
fun
working up the
being
courage to
awkward
talk to you
Rio
about
here,
it.
where he's just like,
God, that's
I
really
like you
dumb.
too. You're
I sound like a stupid kid with a crush.
You're great, because he can't think of anything else to say because he's too embarrassed.
don't worry about it. Why were you so
Also,
afraid?
pro tip: when you have a crush on a girl and she has a crush on you, if you want to impress her, don't say that
That's a
you're
possibility.
great.
Well,
like that. Like a really sad Tony the Tiger. You're great.
Because then the date
That's
just
a good
ends there, and then
song.
no one
Rio,
is happy.
dance with me.
Right now? You just had 2 drinks. Shouldn't you sit for a bit longer?
I'm fine. No, come on. Show me what you got.
The
Show me your
urge-
moves.
The urge to throw in copyright dance music for this was very strong. Because you know what dancing song I would have picked for this?
Oh no. Well, the first thing that came to my mind was Scissor Sisters for some reason.
I was thinking of, the good old Sandstorm by Darude.
Oh, you could have probably found like a slightly off version of it that can't get you copyright hit.
I probably could
You're the
find
one
a
hustling me
photo,
now.
Because you just
You
imagine
said you
this,
weren't
like,
a great
romantic
dancer,
thing,
Oh god.
Want to move, you know?
And then it
I
gets
really-
stuck in your
Enough
head
of
for the
it.
rest of the date.
I really hope like there's a delay on us both doing that, so on the recording it just sounds like TV.
It's like you freaking just like you're freezing. It's like you're freezing and your teeth are chattering and it's subconsciously doing Sandstorm.
Rio,
I'm gonna do that next time I'm cold.
come a little closer.
Okay. And then your husband's gonna be like, what the hell are you doing?
Sandstorm.
Yeah, it's just like that. He's gonna be like, oh, alright. Oh, poor Rio.
He looks so scared.
Oh, yeah, I would be too if this pretty
what are
lady
you-
was just like, hey, let's dance like this, punk.
You did that right at the right moment.
Hell yeah. Girls' butts make a sound effect called punk.
Okay. Okay. No, for realsies though, I would never own a dress that short. Like,
Pretty short.
with how many times I drop crap, like I'm just
I was,
like,
little-
well, I dropped that on the ground. Guess it's
Okay.
staying there.
It's staying there unless you get like one of those
Oh, let's
The
try
grabby grabs.
yeah, those grabby claw things.
I'm always so paranoid with short outfits.
Oh,
I'm
I
always
bet.
checking. Whew. Ever since like I was wearing this really cute like shirt and skirt combo, but the skirt was a little short, so it made me a little self-conscious. And I went and did a photo shoot and stuff. I came back out. I went to my car, and there was this lovely lady walking behind me, and she ran up to me, and she was like, "Hold on, hold on, hold on!" And I felt her fumble with my skirt a little. I was like, "Whoa, excuse me!" And she was like, "Your skirt was tucked into your pantyhose." So I was like, I just flashed every
Oh no.
walking to my car. So if you were in the park that day, congratulations.
Nothing. Everything's fine. Oh, then we were talking about this during the run through, about like high school dancing, where like kids apparently just like to like freak
Oh,
dance and
God.
just like grind on each other. And it's like I remember that at my old high school.
Oh,
we had
God.
we had I think I told you this story, but we had a teacher that I don't know if she volunteered to do it or she got strong-armed into it, but she was doing her best to just keep kids at arm's length to leave room for Jesus. But she got
Oh,
so
Jesus.
upset.
Lily, take it
She
easy.
got so upset and just so besides herself that she just sat in the corner and she was just praying
So
and she was
I'm-
crying. And I'm like,
Could've
oh
had
no, why are
much-
you even here?
That's so
I knew you
sad.
should've sat for a
I
while.
remember for my high school dances, like our class, you know, our senior class and whatnot, we had some songs that were like, you know, classics.
Oh,
And we'd all have like
because you're
normal
outside.
dancing.
Some fresh
And
air
then
smell.
a newer song came on that we're like, we go to the corners of the room, start talking, and all like the younger grades, man, they're just in the middle, just all up on each other. And that's when all of the people like
Maybe
trying
check
to
the drinks
separate them.
already.
Get out.
Get out of here.
Naughty children.
So long.
Come, you
I guess I'm
hormones.
not
You
used
just
to
you just
as tough
bonk
as I
them,
used
bonk.
to.
Horny bonk, horny bonk, horny bonk.
Can I do anything for you?
Oh, cute.
Should I get
Rio.
you something?
He's such a
Do I take you to a
sweetheart.
doctor?
Also very clueless.
Doctor?
Yep,
Being
he's so
buzzed.
innocent.
Rio, you're such a cutie pie.
You sound way more than buzzed.
I'll have you know that I used to be quite a contender back in the day.
I love the
I
delivery.
drank everybody under the table.
I drank a little.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
I was gonna be like, oh.
You know what I mean.
No, I don't.
I really hope my
My
deliveries with
stomach.
Rio was good because I just going.
You sound confused.
Oh,
You
good.
definitely
Good.
sound
I'll
confused.
get you to a doctor.
Oh, shut up with the doctor already.
I broke out of
So
character
don't
slightly because I felt like that's what she would. She's just like pissed off.
exactly. She's just like, let's get the show
I
on the
just
road.
need it
Come
back
on,
for a
man.
little while.
Stop being so stupid.
A hotel? Okay, down this way.
But
right?
most of my deliveries is Rio. I was really self-conscious. I'm like, I want to do this character justice. I want to do the story justice. I don't want anybody being like, you can't act. You're bad.
You gotta start somewhere, and practice makes perfect. Oh God, I'm not drinking. I promise.
I'm not as drunk. I'm not as think as you drunk I am.
My wheel take Jesus.
My wheel take you.
Where is this hotel again? Are we close?
It's on your left.
Oh, I love this.
It looks like she's getting pinker and pinker almost.
Just a
Isn't
little
that a
bit.
love hotel?
Do you think maybe in the future episode we'll have it so like she can't when she drinks way too much she slowly gets pinker and pinker until she turns into Lily.
She just loses control over keeping her human
the big
form, and she
deal?
just
Love
changes.
hotels are a hell of a lot cheaper than a regular hotel.
Oh, this
I'm
this
not
came
paying
straight
all
from
that
a real
money for a
conversation
bed
that
at some
Maganda and I had.
fancy inn where I
Yeah.
can get the same thing for
Was it a
dirt
real
cheap.
conversation or did we're texting
Aren't
this?
those places kind of sketchy?
I mean,
Like,
texting's
it's
real
gotta be
conversations
really
too,
awkward
like-
going there, right?
Yeah, I'll pause it right here. Yeah, what happened was this was even before we started really getting serious about Lilin. We had one conversation. I forgot how we got onto it, but it was just we were talking about love hotels, and then you're telling me that you didn't tell me much about it, but you're like, oh yeah, I've seen a couple of them, and you know, they're on the street corners, and then you just go in there and yeah, take a nap, and I'm like. Yeah, but that's kind of sketchy, right? That's gotta be really awkward to go in there. And then you said exactly what Lily says in the next
It's like-
line.
I was
It's
like,
like not if you had a purpose. And then I responded with, and
I
felt that conversation was too good that I'm like, I have to use that for something. And then
it
for this
must have
episode-
been it must have been text because this
was.
is like word for word.
Yeah, it was straight up on Messenger, and then I'm like, I need to use that for something. So then when I was writing this episode, and then we had the idea of her tricking him into going to a love hotel, and then I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Let's use this actual conversation that we had, and it worked. Oh, also, this is different than what I had originally written because originally in the dance club, Lily was putting way more moves on Rio, and he wasn't as skittish as he was in the final product. And they started making out some in the club, and then it just immediately jumps to the Love Hotel, and then things go from there. And then I'm struggling with writing this. I'm like, this happens way too fast. There's no build up, and then when Lily gets her moment, when things just hit the fan, it comes out of nowhere. It doesn't make sense.
And that's where I step in.
And then you stepped in and gave me like a huge wall of text, and then I'm like, this is actually way better. This is so good.
I basically just rewrote it from her perspective of all the things that would have led up to the moment of like, you need to have it small and gradual, so you can really show how much he's getting ticked off.
Oh, yes.
Because,
Like, right here, she's starting to get really... At first, she was annoyed that...
But
It's
our
like,
purpose
is he getting
is
skittish
to
about
rest.
everything? What is wrong with this kid?
But I'm still gonna try, damn it.
She should
Okay,
not be
okay, hang
freaking
on.
out about
Let me get
every
you a
little
room.
thing. And then it gets to this part, and it's like, okay, finally.
And for anyone thinking of like starting a relationship, don't start it on lies.
Don't do it. It's not good.
She's a succubus. Don't learn from her.
Also, spooky sound effect in the background.
Yeah. For a minute, I actually like looked outside. I was like, "Is there a train going by?" Like,
I was thinking of having a splash page of like an face, but I'm like, nah.
you had a lot of those in the last few of us.
Yeah, I did. Time to take a little break from that.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is a really tame love hotel. I was hoping you would take one of the photos of like the crazy ones, you know?
Take me over to the bed.
The ones with like a vending machine in the room.
Oh,
That's what you mean.
I thought, you know...
And a giant X on the wall.
There is
Monkey
something-
bars.
Monkey bars. Hey, babe, you want to play on the monkey bars?
Bruh, it's a real room. It's a real room.
Thanks, Leo.
Yeah.
I know there's a background thing in this game where this character creator and
yeah, I'm
it's
pretty
a really
sure I
question, but
could
I'm like,
crack it up for
it's
you."
too much.
No, don't get
And
up.
Rio wouldn't even step foot in
I
it.
know what I could do.
I had to make it a lot more tame just to get him in there.
Okay. Maybe another episode.
Oh.
Hoo-wee. Look at those feet. Oh no, wiki feet, no!
Them games just
Wait
give
outside
me
while you
the
rest.
vapors.
Just text me when you're okay.
Ooh, she showed an ankle.
Hey,
Not
I can
cry,
wait
not
outside or
anything.
something.
It's just like,
I
oh,
don't
them
feel
ankles.
comfortable here.
Those bony extrusions.
But your ankles are so good, girl.
what if I need
What was this, the 1900s?
Oh, exactly.
Tell me what you want.
It's like a man's wearing,
you?
he's covered top to bottom in like heavy coats and stuff, and then the flesh of his wrist is just showing, and then a woman is just like fanning herself with her hand, like, oh my lord, I declare.
I feel so bad for them, like all the people back then during summer times.
Oh yeah, especially the ladies with like the corsets.
Ugh. I'm so glad I'm not in those eras. Our lips were so close.
They were so close.
Smooch.
Speech.
That is a really good shot though. You can like actually see like the definition of her lips but with her open mouth.
Oh yeah.
Stop. You don't feel well.
I know how
He looks still scared.
Lily, don't.
Oh, she has toenail polish on. Look at that. Her feet look really tiny. I have tiny feet too. I'm hoping.
This is a
Huh?
really good shot.
Yeah, this is a really good scene. It's very tasteful too. I'm trying my hardest.
Oh,
Huh? I was about to say, I'm trying my hardest not to let Wiki Feet find me. But if I ever do get a page, I want her to be on there too. Technically, my character, my feet.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about at the start, where Oh geez, posing the characters was really tough here. I'm gonna skip back just a little bit. Let's see, where are we? I have an example of what I want to do. Oh, not that one. I want to go to here. This part wasn't. This part was a little tricky because at another angle, parts of her dress. You can see my mouse here. Is kind of clipping through her thighs, and I'm like, no.
It's also kind of clipping through him as well, but you can't really tell, so it works.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, this is kind of fine. So then it's like this is okay, and then one angle from this, his head, Rio's head was going straight through the pillow. And I'm like, no, I need to fix it. So I needed to elevate him up a little bit, crane his head a little bit, and then crane her head downwards.
I mean, you've seen the, when people take the camera off of where it's supposed to be in video games, and you can like see how fucked up they make everything so it works.
Oh, exactly. And then I wasn't originally going to use this. I had another one in mind, but then I'm like, I got to get it close. I got to get closer to show them like so dangerous, so they're so dangerously close, so that they're smooching and stuff. But
please tell me she's T-posing.
No, she's definitely not T-posing.
Dang it.
that would just be funny. Just like he's kind of like sprawled out, and then she's just asserting her dominance while T-posing while making out.
I'm like, you zoom out slowly, it's both of them T-posing and floating over each other.
No, you can also see her hand up to the right there. She's still gripping his shoulders, but
oh, okay.
This part was so tough to make because I tried so hard to get their lips to connect, but I could not do it. And
I like it better this way.
I tried to move his head to the left. I tried to move her head to the right, but then her nose was inside of his nose. So then I tried to move him to the right, tried to move her to the left. Schnozzes were still inside the other schnoz. And I'm like, this is not working. So
noses are annoying.
They're really annoying. They're awkward to have when you're trying to smooch somebody.
That's a real life situation too.
Oh, it is. I mean, if you do Eskimo kisses, that's different. But, jeez.
If you get like really upset with someone who just can't figure out which direction to put their nose, just grab their nose, shove it to the side, and then kiss them.
There you go.
There you go.
Just grab their face and just forcibly tilt their head, and then you just get it.
Yeah, that might be an easier way to grab them.
But I'm glad with how it came out.
Yeah, it turned out good.
But yeah, it's like every new I like also especially like this because if you go into the camera for this, their lips are still not even touching. But you just can't tell because his big dumb hair is in the way.
She's just heavy breathing into his open mouth. Mama birding.
He's like, babe, your breath stinks.
Shh.
Jeez. He's just smelling the vodka that just got settled in there.
So you didn't know this is how we make babies in the succubus world.
Yep, he's just making out for like 20 minutes. Oh no, that would just be the ultimate boner killer if you just.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Oh, now I got the sniffles because I laughed too hard.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right, round 2. Here we go. More smooches.
Yeah. Go. Round 2. Fight.
You get an announcer in the background. It's just like heavy combo, super combo finish.
Finish him. Malady. No, I'm just kidding.
What did you say?
Nothing.
What did you just say?
I said malady. You can censor that.
I think I'll have to. You know that song, Demons by like Imagine Dragons?
Oh my gosh, it's been a long time since I've heard that song.
That song, I discovered a YouTube poop version of that song.
YouTube poop.
Yeah, where they change a line, and the line goes, "No matter what we breed, we're still made of seed." It just becomes a song about
malady.
God, that's like Mortal
What if that's a
Kombat.
real world? Is that a real word?
You want me?
Probably not, but I'm sure there's like a friggin'
Lily.
Mortal Kombat parody.
Oh, I tried Googling and it says commonality. There we go. So maybe you know, I meant commonality.
I'll just skip to here. Like, this is another one that was kind of tricky. Just trying to pose her in such a way that she's touching his face. Because I've had so many times where, like, sometimes I'm trying to manipulate the angle of the wrist, and sometimes her wrist goes all over the place. I was trying to fix it so her, like, fingers were going right into his cheekbones.
Gently, gently. Wee, 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 wee. The wrist just goes flying.
Yup, it drove me nuts. And then I also trying to get his eyes like that was also tough.
The no light or just him looking to the side?
Just trying to get him to look to the side, but I
Oh,
also
okay.
appreciated that it was done in such a way that it looks like he really doesn't want to be there anymore.
He looks worried.
I mean, I would be
Perfect.
worried too. Cause yeah, cause there's a avert eye button, and the way it
Oh.
works is that wherever the camera's looking, you know, when you have the camera a certain way, you have the eyes looking at you. You hit the avert button, his eyes will go off in a random direction, and I wanted his eyes to look to his right, but then he looked to his left, so I had to
Aw.
swing the camera to his left to get him to make him look to his right. And then I had to make sure I hit the button that said fixed, which means his eyes is fixed in that position and they would not move. Always make sure you hit that button, because when you got it set up and you're about to get the final camera shot for the page, and then his eyes move when the camera moves, and you gotta do that all over again, and it's a pain in the anus.
I'm so
I did not like doing it.
so sorry, dude.
It's fine. I mean, now that I know how to do it easily, it's not a big deal. But this part was actually the easiest to pose.
Don't you?
I'm more of like, she has some grade A balance in some of these scenes.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, years and years and years of doing this. Also noise.
I'm sorry. Every time I hear that noise, I think someone's just gonna go pee.
Oh, that was. We shouldn't have come here.
That's the worst time to do that. Don't do that, Rio.
Yeah, don't do that.
Ria,
Girls don't like it when you do
did I
that.
do something to upset you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Please tell me
Now,
what's
this is
wrong.
the part where the rap breaks down.
All of this.
It's real intense. No one makes a sound.
Don't actually want to
Pretty much. I was waiting for that.
I
Damn, I wanted to make that
Taking
joke for
advantage
the
of you
dance
with
club where it was just like,
You
now
taking
everyone report
advantage
to
of
the
me?
dance floor. It's
It's your chance for a little romance, so butt squeezing.
This easy.
Good like, right,
Kidding me?
so appeasing.
You have a girl that wants to sleep with you,
And, this is
and
when
you're
she
not doing a
finally has
damn
had
thing
enough of
about
this
it.
nonsense.
Are you
She's been
stupid?
trying hard, like the
Any other guy in
entire
your position
day.
would-
I'm not like other guys.
Oh.
I'm not like other guys. Not like other guys. I'm not like
I really like that creepy, like,
not like other guys.
high-pitched
I'm not
weaving
like
in the
other guys.
background.
Not like other guys.
Also, a lot of girls can associate with like this kind of feeling when someone says, "I'm not like other
They
guys."
might make a pass at you
Oh,
when you're
yep,
drunk,
that's
but
why,
that's
I
not
really
me.
wanted her to get pissed at that, because I'm sure, you know, because that's the thing a lot of guys say.
Not like other guys, huh?
It's
Especially,
either
like,
that or like, "But I'm a nice guy."
But yeah,
Except-
it's like most of the time when people say that they're a nice guy, they're not really a nice guy.
Did we have a Halloween episode one day? One day, well, during Halloween, duh. But like, get some Doki Doki Literature Club, like,
Heard that crap before.
stuff it up in here.
Yeah.
With all of our characters just being really weird. Just a one-off. It's not like connected to anything.
Oh yeah, it's just like some type
What are
of
you talking
one
about?
shot.
Yeah, one-shot creepy. Though I don't know how creepy we can get with some of these models, but
You're like everybody else.
Oh no.
All you want is my body.
I said I didn't want to do this, so how could you say?
It's like I really love it
You
when
don't
you
know half the
you have the
shit the
fake
other
Lily
guys
voice
did
when
to
she's
me.
like putting on the
It's
act,
just some
and then you
toy
just
for them.
make your voice deep when she's being her
Everything
true
they
self.
could to get to me.
Because
Especially
it's
when
closer to
she's-
my real voice.
Especially when she
You
gets
know what?
really mad right here.
I got them back. I got them all back in the end. Nobody ever tricked me like that again. And you're no different. Don't you dare say
When I
you're
see
not
her
like
eyes
them.
like that, I just get
You
so upset.
are. You put on
Aw.
that pure and innocent act, but I know what you really are. What you really want. You're not fooling me.
Lily, listen, didn't you hear me before? I wasn't trying to trick you. I was being honest. I don't want to hurt you. That's why I want to stop this.
You don't want to hurt me, huh? They all said the same thing.
By the way,
I don't want.
When girls
You're
like
lying!
someone,
What
they
makes you
typically
so
speak with a higher
special?
tone.
What
Yeah.
makes you so different? Why should I believe you?
If I wanted to take advantage of you, don't you think I'd have let you continue?
What?
I was
Yeah,
the
this
one
is
that
one of the
told you to
moments I was
stop.
really
I didn't want it
self-conscious
going
about.
any
I'm like,
further.
I really hope
I couldn't live with myself
I
if I
did
hurt
this
you
for
like that.
justice.
Cut the dramatics. You'd have no problem walking away after getting what you wanted.
That's not it at all. I should have stopped it sooner. Yeah, and I'm sorry for that, but we can't sleep together like this.
Because you respect me? Is that it?
It's because I like you. I want to do right by you. I want us to get closer.
Closer? What does that mean? Get to the point!
We're not even dating. We're not at that point yet. I don't want to take something away from you that you could never get back.
It's a little late for that. They've taken so much from me.
Lily, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
Sad music.
This song with that, with
Why is
like
he
your
talking like
delivery
this to
here,
me?
just it honestly
Why am I just
tears me
standing
up
here
whenever I
listening
watch
to his
this.
garbage? I should just kill him right now. Kill him
Like,
and
we
be
got
done
a,
with
we
it.
got a really insightful comment
I have
about
to.
this whole bedroom scene, and
You're still a mess because of the drinks.
I've been reading
Why
it
don't you
like
sit and take a deep
crazy
breath?
for the past couple of days. I'm
Let's
like,
take
this
it
is
easy.
a really nice comment.
Oh,
You
wait, what are the
idiot,
comments?
I'm not drunk.
This person
was
that
just
commented
an act
said
to
that
get
it
you
was
here.
just
Why are
saying
you so
that
stupid?
This whole scene
relax.
is sticking with them
I didn't mean to upset
for a
you.
while just because of
I just
how
don't
hard it
wanna
hit
hurt
them.
you.
Oh no. I hope it's not
Is he
hurting like
serious?
in a memory
He's
way, like we just
respecting me?
unburied something for them.
It's
Oh, I
a-
hope not,
Oh.
yeah, but
It
I
has
think
to be
I
a
think
lie. He's trying to
yeah, the
trick me like
commenter was just
everyone
like,
else
this
did
is,
back
this
then.
is really well written.
It
Oh,
has to be a
I'm really
lie.
glad
I
that
said
it's
it was
coming
a-
across so good.
No
They said it was a
different.
moving scene and it'll stick with them for a while. And
Are you listening to me?
commenter said
He's lying.
they're loving the series so
He's
far and
lying.
they're thanking us very much for making it. That
Aw.
is a shout out
Doesn't give
to
a shit
Monotonous
about me.
Anomaly. So shout out
Thank
to
you.
Thank you for that comment.
Like they all were. But then,
And
Why did
the
he do
commenter also
anything?
said that, since the last
why didn't
episode,
he let me touch
Lily's
him?
been this cruel, manipulative
is he
soul eater,
looking
so
at me?
seeing her cry for real is a striking moment,
Actually,
helped by Maganda's voice work. So there you
is
go.
he telling the truth?
I like to cry for realsies when I do stuff like this.
Oh yeah, there's a part where you definitely
He's
cry
just
for real.
another soul. Just
They say thank you, cry for
another
real.
soul.
Acting.
So why is he doing this to me? Why is he in my head like this? I don't
And this
understand.
breaks me right here when you finally see her
Am I
eyes.
crying?
Oh, I'm sorry, Lily. I didn't mean to make
They're
you
still
cry.
soulless, and then you just see the
Huh?
tears.
And just the fact too, like that all of that was like in her head.
Really
She
crying?
didn't say any of that outside.
Oh god.
He's trying his best to talk
What's
to her,
wrong
but
with
she's
me?
just not listening.
What's wrong with me?
And she just doesn't know what to do.
Really?
This is the first time she's ever felt
okay.
like this.
It's hard having emotions.
Damn you. Damn you.
Posing that like this was also really tough to do.
He's such a sweetheart.
Just wants to make sure that the girl he likes is okay.
Rio.
I think besides the bedroom
Can I
scene,
say
this is my favorite scene just because
I'm sorry about before.
I won't-
she's starting
I
to
didn't
open up.
mean to spoil her night.
I won't lie, this is a dark ass
you-
train station.
It's pretty dark.
That's creepy.
I feel like I'm the one who should say that he's sorry.
Friggin' Jason just comes
You
out
didn't
from
take it
underneath
too
this
far like I
platform.
did.
It's like the newest Batman movie train station.
I said to stop, but I kept going. I'm sorry that I did that to you. There you were, being a gentleman, and I wasn't respecting that. I'm really embarrassed with myself. You probably don't ever want to see me again after what I did.
Lily, it's fine, really. I'm guilty of some things myself, but we're still good. You didn't get hurt, I didn't get hurt, no harm, no foul.
But still, I was so horrible to you. It was just that so many people have lied to me and hurt me in the past, and when you said you weren't like them, I thought you were lying like they did.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
It's okay.
It's not. You shouldn't have been treated so badly. Believe me.
Yeah, parts of my
I've
real
been
self
there.
came into Rio
I've
here.
been taken advantage of too.
Because I like that last bit
You
being
have?
taken advantage of. Yeah, that has happened to me in the
I didn't
past.
know.
It's also really important
But look,
people
I don't mean to
recognize
change
that
the
it doesn't
subject.
matter
I'm
what
talking about
gender.
you. I
Like,
just wanted you to know
this
that-
kind of shit can happen to
Understand.
anyone.
It
But I want you
really
to know
can.
that I would
And it's
never
important to
hurt you
understand
like that.
that for any party.
I know you wouldn't. I believe you.
I think that's probably one of the reasons why I like these two characters is because like they have a lot that they could grow and learn from each other.
Exactly.
I'm
It's like
sorry I put you in that situation.
everybody in this series
I'm so sorry for everything.
has something going on with them.
It's okay.
Minus the people who are already dead.
Yeah, minus them. I mean, like when it comes to Show's thing, nice guy, but he says a lot of stupid stuff.
I know we'll hang out at the university.
Genji is
but
just
I really wanna go
repressed
out there.
and
Just the two of us.
he's a repressed, jealous dude, and then he's just
like that
very
alone.
lustful, and Lily takes advantage of that.
Looks like your ride is here. You
Lily
better hop on.
here is a
It's gonna be a
succubus,
long
but now
wait for the
her
next one
vulnerable
otherwise.
human side's coming out,
Oh,
and then
Right.
Rio, he's definitely he's a nice
have a
guy,
good
upstanding
night.
guy, but
Be careful
he's
going
definitely
home,
got
okay?
some stuff going on.
text me
Yeah.
when you're safe.
But you can
Hinted
definitely
I will.
hinted as he's been
You be
taken advantage of
careful
in the
too,
past, and we'll
I'll see
get
you
into
at
that
school.
obviously as the series goes on. But
Thanks.
everybody in this show has something.
You too.
keep watching.
I absolutely like, subscribe.
Oh,
smash that
this.
like button.
That's creepy. Just her standing in the middle of a dark train station. I don't know why that's really scary. If you had it still zoomed out and when her eyes did that, I would have been so creeped out.
Planning. Wasted. Who does he think he is?
And this scene was just great that
You
she's
fool
finally
of
by
me.
herself and she's just venting.
I knew I should have just killed him. Not like other men, huh? And why'd you kiss me like that? Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Every man is the same. They're animals. Every single one of them. But why was he able to resist me? What makes him different? What makes him so special?
You're
I
coming on
hate
strong.
him. I hate him.
Uh-oh. I love your evil laugh.
That's my normal laugh.
Oh.
It's just
Oh.
you've always crawled back to me.
Alright.
Sorry.
He'll be
Is there
no
something you want to tell me here?
Every man.
Every
has
man
it.
is evil.
I just have to find it. Why am I getting so?
It's like,
worked
are
up
you
over
a
something
succubus in
so
real life? Is that why you're able to do that laugh
So
so
what?
well?
It'll take me
I'm
longer.
500 years old. I bathe in the blood of virgins. I'm just kidding.
This is actually good.
That's gross.
It just means his so innocent soul will be worth it in the end. The most delicious.
And this is what I was talking
are the
about.
ones that fall far from grace.
I capitalized the G
Just
in
have
grace
to
for a
be
reason.
Ooh, secrets.
Now we're getting into like this ain't just a normal succubus story
taste
where
of the
there's gonna be a
darkness.
new guy, a new target every other
I know who
episode.
you are.
No, that's not the case.
You're not going to.
That was
cheat on me.
originally gonna be the case with Lilin
You
episode
belong
0,
to me
but then
only.
when we started, oh,
Jesus.
Get away from me.
It's
But-
so good.
it's so good. But yeah, going into the idea of the state of grace, it's like, oh, now we're going into some
Lord.
We're going into some heavy lore. We're going into some heavy faith debate and conversation here when it comes to sin versus the state of grace.
You're getting so good at animating. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, for a minute I was like, that's not my character.
That's you.
Your voice was so great as Lilin Dagger.
You know what? I tried really hard. I tried really hard, but you know what? It all came with practice.
You're putting me solely as character design? Oh no.
Well, I mean, I suck at characters.
Maybe I should actually
Maybe
I should actually draw stuff. Like just for like art for like your whatever you call it, your YouTubes.
Oh, hey, I'd be all about it.
Fan art. I'm doing fan art even though I'm the character designer.
Hey.
This is one of my favorite episodes to do solely because one, you have more of the character depth, but you could also tell her getting confused. Like as the episode's going on, she's getting confused.
Absolutely, because she's used to like the easy targets. She's used to the easy guys, and there's a moment where, like in her narration where she's like, "It's not uncommon for somebody to be skittish and to be like, nah, I don't want to do that yet," but they always come around to her in the end. So when this guy he's kissing her back, he's kind of getting into it, but he ultimately says no. That really pisses her off because doesn't really happen.
But he's saying no because of respect, which never happens, and that's even more confusing.
Exactly, because she's like, every dude wouldn't care. They would just go straight for it. So why is this punk? Why is
This
punk? This punk. Why is he saying no to me? What is wrong with him?
How dare.
That's why she's like, it's like, you have a girl that wants to do this with you, and you're not doing anything. Are you stupid?
And he's like, yeah.
Pretty much like, oh yeah.
I do. I
Yeah.
love this episode. This is a good one.
I've watched this like no joke like 50 times.
Oh, well, you had to make it, so you probably did it more than 50.
Yeah, but I mean, just after it's all rendered and after it got uploaded, I watched it at least 50 times, just because I'm so proud of how it came out, and it just makes me super, super excited for the future. Because, oh man, like just going back to making original stuff again, it's so much fun. I'm glad I'm finally able to do it, and
You're creating your own little anime world, dude.
yeah, it's great because it's like, I just love how it went from one simple idea to being like, oh, it's a one-off thing about hot succubus doing this one thing. Okay, hey, let's make it super serious. Now that we got some better production value, let's do that, but on a better scale. Then after episode 1 and 2, it's like, okay, that's good, but it's gonna get boring if it's gonna be the same thing every episode where it's like, oh, haha, I like you. Psych, I just want your soul.
Murder, murder, murder.
But now we're getting into some really heavy stuff. And
Yeah.
you will see that heavy stuff in the next episodes. And in the next one, it's called Fairy Tale. And that one was really tough to pick a name for. But there's a conversation that Lily has with a brand new character that you're going to see. And special hint, she appears in the ending credits. And I won't say who it is, but
Quite sure anyone who watched the credits was like, who the fudge is that?
who's this purple haired girl? Who's this girl in the green with the brown hair? Who are these people? But
And-
you will definitely learn that soon. But thank you guys for watching. This has been a commentary of Lilin episode 3. I had a great time as always, so thank you very much, Maganda, for joining.
Aw, thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely, anytime.
This was a great hoedown. Okay, enough of that.
It was a great hoedown.
But everyone, like, keep commenting and stuff, because oh my gosh, these comments are so nice. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for commenting. Please like, please subscribe, please share with people that might like a nice succubus story that's a different kind of succubus story.
Do all the YouTube things.
Do all the social media. We're there. Also, while you're liking, while you're subscribing, while you're watching, please check out Maganda on Twitter. Please check her out on Twitch. I got links down below in the description. I remembered to call it a description this time because in the last commentary, I kept fumbling over myself and I kept saying the item box and the item description.
I mean, it might as well be an item box, I guess. It's your menu.
So there you go. So yes, please check out Maganda and hey, while you're waiting for Lilin episode 4, how about you rewatch Lilin 1, 2, and 3 again?
Put it on repeat. Get those numbers up. No, I'm just kidding.
Feed the pot. But we'll be back very soon in Lilin episode 4 titled Fairy Tale. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, please tell me you're gonna cut it at that point.